Hi everybody, this is Tony and I'm here today with a new Reneabouquets project, and this mini album is just plump full of Reneabouquets goodies from the store. So let's get started. I actually started off with the base album is a Prima memory hardware album, and I started with painting all of the sides of the entire album, including the pages inside, with a distress stain, and it's in tarnished brass, so that gave it an edge. I didn't need to go through and distress it with any ink or anything like that. The paper collection that I'm using is called Autumn Sunset, and it's by Prima as well. It's really pretty, and it's got a little bit of a metallic foil in it, so I really wanted to enhance that foil, and so I decided all the beautiful board that I was going to use in this project, I actually embossed it with brass embossing powder. I'm sorry, I couldn't remember what that was called. And the top part of the handle, I wanted to add a handle to it. I actually purchased these handles at Hobby Lobby, and here's another one, a different style, and this one actually was this color as well, and they're about $3.99. Like, this is a $3.99. I believe that was probably $3.99, but they're always 40% off. So I try to grab a few of those when I go into Hobby Lobby, because they're a little fun way to add a little bit of interest to your projects, and especially if you're into like vintage or shabby chic look, or even gothic or the mixed media. These work really well. I used E6000 to glue it down, but first of all, how I prepared it, let me show it to you up close. I actually whitewashed it with white gesso first of all, and then I took the same embossing powder that I used on all the beautiful board, and I just embossed it in sections so that the whole thing isn't embossed, but just lightly brought out some of that metallic, which will enhance the paper that that we're using as well. Okay, so going on to the front of the album is first of all is this Ivory wide floral embroidered lace by Reneabouquets. It's about 3 1/4 inch, I believe. Let me check there. Three and a quarter, yes. 3 1/4 inch is what this lace is. It's beautiful, and it's got little tiny flowers. And so what I did is I took Nouveau drops, and just to add some little pearl drops to the center, I just added that. Okay, can you see that? That is not anything needed, but because this lace is just gorgeous. And then for the flowers on here that I used, I have, this is part of the group of the Winter White Curly Roses, and it's a gardenia, and I used one of the gardenias. Here's the center of it. Okay. These are the mini Old Gold Mulberry paper, roses and leaves set. And don't worry, down at the bottom of my video description, I'm going to leave a list of all the supplies and their websites, so that if you really like one of these items or something, you'll be able to have a quick reference on where to go to the store to locate it. Okay, and then let's see, the vintage dark olive mulberry paper roses are one of my favorites, because they're just such a unique color, and they're just beautiful, and I love it. And let me tell you, Renee hand makes all the flowers. She has these handmade, and they're in the United States. They're made in the United States, and she decides and chooses the colors and everything, so they're custom made. You're not going to find these roses or the colors anywhere else, and they're just gorgeous. This here are the these are honey roses and leaves, and they are just the softest yellow. So pretty. Okay, let's move on to this gorgeous butterfly. And what is Renee known for but her handmade butterflies? And this one actually is called Salted Caramel Premium Paper Glitter Glass Butterfly. Look at that. Isn't that pretty? got just a little bit of glitter on the front of it. You can pick your own antennas. This one happens to have a brown antenna, is what I chose. Okay, so let's move on to the beautiful board that's on here. The beautiful board is just that. It is beautiful in its natural state. You don't have to do anything to it. You can just put it on a project and it just looks gorgeous. But I decided I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to emboss it with that bronze embossing powder, only to bring out the metallic in the paper. That's the only reason. But the beautiful board takes inks, paint, sprays, embossing powder, texture paste. It takes all of that beautifully, and so many pretty different images that you can get in Reneabouquets store. This one here, the bottom part, is actually called the Beautiful Board Fancy Fall Corner. Okay, and it's got an assortment of acorns, maple leaves, all kinds of little things that you find in the fall. Then on top of it, what I did is I used, they come in a set of 23 and they're called fall tuck-ins, fancy fall tuck-ins. And they come with little corn, acorns, maple leaves, other kind of leaves. I also, that's what these are here. I just embossed them and then I laid them on top so it gave it like a dimension, if you can see that. Okay. And then here is one of Reneabouquets buttons, and it's the white pearl and rhinestone button, and it comes in a package of 2. And I just cut off the back of, I'm not sure what those button things are that, you know, I can't think what it's called, but I just broke that off so that it would lay flat on my project. Okay. And then I just added some little feet that I had in my stash. Okay. So let's go ahead and let's open it. It opens up almost kind of like an explosion box. Okay. So we'll start over here first of all. I used, throughout the project, I used these 2 glitter glasses. This is the diamond glitter glass, and this is the buttercream. And Reneabouquets has all different colors of this, and it's gorgeous. The diamond, actually, you can get it in a big bag now. Renee carries it in the store, and that would be something really great to have on hand because Christmas is coming up and it looks gorgeous on snowflakes and in your snow, and it would just really enhance your Christmas or holiday projects. So you might want to think about getting the larger package of that so that you could have more bang for your buck, I guess, so to speak. I don't know. But this I use on everything. And if you look, these are just ephemera pieces from the Autumn Sunset collection. And all I did is I just added a little bit of the glass glitter around the deer and onto this flower. And it really added, it really enhanced. This butterfly here, I fussy cut, layered it, and I used the buttercream glitter glass for it. Okay. This lace here is the cotton crochet lace, and it's the Clooney. And let's see, let me get this organized here. And then I created this little accordion mini album, created a belly band, and I magnetized it so it'll hold it closed. And then these are part of the same Autumn Sunset collection, and these are the 3x4 journal cards. Just did it like that, something fun. I love making waterfalls. I think they really are such a statement in a mini album, and they hold so much. And so I used these, and these are, let's see, what did I do? How big are these pages? Are they? I can't even remember. I think they're like 5.5 by 5.5. And this butterfly, let me show it to you. Whoops. Let me show close up in the camera. That's our leopard premium paper butterfly. Isn't it pretty? So pretty. And then once again, I used the diamond glitter glass, or chunky glitter glass, yes, on that piece of ephemera. And then just left all the pages very plain. This here is just craft cardstock, and I ran it through a texture phase with pumpkin border at the bottom. Okay. And then the Clooney cotton crochet lace I used in between each page here. Give it a little vintage appeal. Okay, moving on along. The mini album actually comes with these pages in there, and I believe there's 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm sorry. There's 5 pages in here, and so I decorated them. Some I just left very simple because the mini album started getting out of hand. I tend to not know when to stop, and I just get on a creative mode and I keep going, and before you know it, I can't close my album. So on this one, actually, I had to add more magnets on the top here before I put down this paper, because the album was so full that the magnets that do come in the album wasn't holding the album together. So I added more magnets here so that it would be able to close. This one here, and each page here I created with a pocket. So each page has got a pocket. Let's see if I can get up my nails. Super long. And this one has a pocket also. Oh, I can't get that one. Good thing I have a nail appointment tomorrow. My nails are way too long. And then inside of each one is part of the collection, the paper collection, is their 4x6 journal cards. So it gives you a place to either journal or put a photo. Then you can put a photo here, and then it just tucks right down inside of there. Kind of stiff right now because the album is new, but once I keep taking them in and out, then it will get easier to put back. Okay, for the next page, I used more of those mini old gold mulberry roses here, as well as one of the little rosebuds from the white curly roses. And those are more of the fall tuck-ins that were embossed with the bronze. This here is just one of the 3x4 journal cards. Just put that on top. Kept it very simple here. Another pocket. Okay. And see, this here shows how much that glitter really does help, because this is literally just the ephemera, and I just glued it, and then I just added that glass glitter to the top, and it really enhances without doing hardly anything at all. Here's a little fold up. Kept it very, very simple. So photo, photo, photo. And then inside, of course, is one of the journal cards in the pocket. There's a journal card inside this pocket as well. Left this very clean and simple. And then I just put a fold back. Okay. And then right here, these are our True Love Story butterflies. Look how pretty that is. Isn't it pretty? I love it. These actually have the black stem, or not stem, antenna, I'm sorry, on them, but you can pick whatever color you want. She gives you several choices. And then again, the glass glitter. And then I just added this little paper clip from my stash. Here's another page. Very simple. They both have the inserts in them. Once again, page very simple. They have the inserts inside. This one here, decided to do a little bit different, just to give it a little bit of interest. And I did a diagonal pocket. And then these are the 3x4 journal cards from the collection. Punched a hole in it, add this little brass ring, and made a little chunky charm, adding a little bit of stained seam binding to it. And then I took some of the fall tuck-ins and put them on jump rings so that they're like little charms. And then this is one of Reneabouquets, one of her trinkets in her trinket store, and this is the Fairy Princess crown. And this month, the trinkets are actually have a coupon on them, and it's 15% off. And I'll list that coupon down at the bottom, so you might want to take advantage, because she's got some really, really pretty trinkets to add to your projects. And here's some more of the tuck-ins, just embossed. Okay, and then for the last page, this is another one of her trinkets, and this is the Queen Bee clock. And I just tied a little piece of jute around it, added some glitter glass to the little foxes and also the pumpkin, and I fussy cut the little bee. You can see it. And then this here, very simple. Once again, this is just one of the 3x4 journal cards. Fussy cut the butterfly, added the Buttercream glitter glass to this butterfly, and set that in the middle. And then I just layered some other fussy cutting underneath of this, just for interest. And once again, it also has a pocket. And then once again, I use the Ivory wide floral embroidery lace. I love this lace, it's so pretty. Let's see if I can get this up here closer. Whoops, sorry about that. And then once again, I added the Nouveau drops. You can see. Got it. Hope I'm in frame. Sorry about that, guys. Okay. And then there's one of the beautiful board vines. It's a tuck-in. I love these. I use them on almost every one of my projects. I love these little vines. This here, I once again embossed it. And then here's our True Love Story premium paper glitter glass butterfly. Isn't she so precious? And then this is our large ivory chiffon, pearl and rhinestone flower, which is so pretty. For the last part of the photo album were these sides, okay? And I wanted to keep them simple, but effective and useful. So what I did is I just created, let's see, they're up here. I just created magnets, okay? And then they're little pull-out tabs or tags, okay? So once again, it will fit a photo on either side or journaling, whatever you want. And then they just go down in the center, and then they hold by a magnet. This works the same way. Okay, on these butterflies here, I use the Buttercream glitter. Okay, and once again, this is the magnet. Okay, alright. So I hope you enjoyed this. I hope this inspired you to get crafty with a mini album and just add little different things for interest and everything. And I really appreciate you taking the time to stop by my video and view. And I really appreciate all my subscribers. And if you aren't a subscriber, I would love you to subscribe to my channel and be sure to hit the bell at the bottom of the video so that you're notified when I make another project. And once again, I'm wishing you a beautiful Monday, a beautiful beginning of the week. Take some time to craft this week. Take some time to just let your mind wander, and it's very therapeutic. And I love you and wish you a beautiful day. Bye-bye.